friends, Rev Kev coming to you from our meeting room at the Bloom office. I wanted to share with you just a couple of things left over from our meeting on Saturday with the new member Covenant Exploration Group. We were thrilled on Sunday to receive 8 new covenanting members for Bloom in the Desert Ministries. That's one of the biggest groups of folks coming in that we've had for quite some time. There was a combination of associate members and members and people who had relationships with Bloom that's been a couple of years to several years to a few months. And we gathered in this room here on Saturday for a continental breakfast and then had a time of discussion and learning and getting acquainted together. There's lots more that we can learn about each other, as well as lots more we can learn about our church, but it was a good beginning. And then covenanting on Sunday was a really rewarding and wonderful experience in the life of our congregation. But I want to share with you a couple of things that are on the board behind me. You don't have to don't try to tune your dial or get your television to be able to see it any more clearly, unless maybe you got an 80-inch screen and real high definition. But there were a couple of main aspects that we talked about. One was what being church meant to each of the people. This is a question that our church growth and new member development team leader, John DiNapoli, set up as being a discussion starter for ourselves. And so we shared that in the group. And the other thing was just what were some key elements about Bloom that we wanted to talk about, in addition to all of the many things that people can learn by going to the ucc.org website, the Bloom in the Desert Ministries.org website, and looking through the packet of information that each person received on Saturday. But the two things that we talked about were, one, up here, what the church means to the various people in the room. And when we talked about what the church means, that's above this line here, we talked about the church being people, being heartwarming and fulfilling, church being a place of happiness, excitement, and gratitude, church being a place of community and family, a church being a place of hugging, cleansing, being happy, feeling like home, church being caring, being a church that does caring for communities both inside and outside. Inside caring in our church and outside with the world. That the experience of church is a weekly reset. That church is like the 8th day of the week because it's a completely new concept in our age. That we, in our mission statement, that we as a church have in our mission statement something that you probably won't find in any others, and that's that we agitate for God's peace and justice in our community and around the world. That a church is a source of connectivity and church is important. These are the phrases and the concepts that people came up with. I wonder what you think church is for you, and I wonder how you think that is developed in your experience of Bloom. The other thing specifically about Bloom that we talked about is that we are a United Church of Christ. We did talk about how we had Methodist beginnings, and you can learn about that on our website. We are a congregational church, meaning the highest level of authority in our denomination is the voting membership of the local church, our congregation. That we strive to create for ourselves a safe, non-toxic organization. And we work at that and watch out for that. That's one of the reasons, like, for example, we work to talk to people, not about people, so we avoid triangulation. Another aspect is that we don't take into account anonymous comments unless they're asked for. And that is our effort to be a safe, non-toxic organization. And to that end, we have a safe space covenant. That if you haven't seen that or read that, it talks about what we engage, what we want to provide people with in an organization as a place that they can feel safe, but also how we act and how we respond as people of Bloom. That we have an open leadership team. Everybody is welcome with voice. Members have vote. And finally, the thing that we talked about is that we are oriented toward growth and vitality and quality. And those are the core elements of what we try to bring to everything that we do. So that's an overview of what we had with the membership covenant. It might be a review for some folks, might be new to others, but that's an overview of what we talked about last Saturday. This Sunday is going to be a good one for Bloom. We're looking forward to having good music and good friendship and good learning and experience together. We hope that you can join us on Sunday. If you can't be with us in person, please be with us in spirit. And as always, keep us in your prayers. We'll see you next time.